So welcome to the Phuket List Podcast Extras. It's for those who are part of the Phuket List Podcast LinkedIn group, and we occasionally will get some extra content from guests who maybe got more than 3 Phuket List ideas. And in this case, we're going back to Ed, who's got an extra one we'd like to discuss. And without further ado, Ed, what was the one that didn't quite make the cut, but you'd like to discuss as something that you're never going to get involved in?
Well, firstly, I think I've got more than one, but I'll keep it to one just for this.
Okay.
But it's get rich quick schemes. Like maybe I'm quite a cynical person, but whenever I see make 100,000 in your first year, or I've made a business that's now turning over 500,000, and all I did was sit on my backside doing naff all day long. I get a bit skeptical over those, and so that's something I'm never going to do.
Well, it's fair to say that if it's too good to be true, it usually is. And the amount of people who've signed up to these things in the past, I don't know about you, I'm pretty well networked, so I get invited to all sorts of stuff. And going back well before COVID, I used to get invited to things like, selling Tiscali internet, and do you want to be involved in this coaching program and whatever it might be. And the only people making money are the people who started off in the first place. The guy or lady at the top shows you a lifestyle of a boat and a bloody Monaco and a fast sports car, all that kind of stuff. And they're the ones who've made that money, and they've done it by pyramid selling to people who were sold the dream, aren't they, really? And there's a whole thing around that, isn't there?
Yeah, well, one of my friends, his wife actually signed up for one of these things, and she had to kind of go around to all of her friend groups and start to sell to them, and then get referrals from them as they've passed on referrals. But the horrible thing about it was that she's not a salesperson in the slightest. Yeah. And so when I sat down and let her kind of talk to me, I was like, I'm sales background. This is how you should be approaching this. She's like, I've not made much money from it. I was like, I'm not surprised at all. But it's not even those people. I just want to kind of explain. It's also, you see a lot of drop shipping taking place. People saying this is the way to make money on Amazon, and tell people it's an absolute piece of piss to do. Yeah. But actually, as soon as you dig into anything like that, it's way more complicated, and it takes up so much time. Anything like that, pyramid schemes, the get rich quick schemes that are like, just do this one thing, pay for my course, and you'll know how to do it. Dodge all of that.
I love that, don't they? The way it get rich quick is because you're paying $599 for their course, and that's how they're going to get rich quick. But you're going to learn the square root of bugger all on their $599 course. And actually, if you're not suited to selling, then you're never going to work anyway. There's a guy on LinkedIn who's been banned several times, I believe, and I'm saying that in a positive way. A guy called Mike Winnett. I don't know if you ever come across Mike.
Yeah, the entrepreneur.
Yeah, he calls out entrepreneurs and people who do this get rich quick schemes and stuff. And I'm hoping to get Mike on at some point on the Phuket List. And I suspect we might need a double episode for him. But he calls people out on that. And you see people, don't you? I've invested my time, effort, energy, and like your friend has done there, probably put a lot of work in, and the returns are pretty slim. But they don't say that on the on the marketing crap. They basically sell you the dream, don't they?
Yeah, and it's annoying because I work within an industry franchising that then becomes impacted by that, because some of them call themselves franchises, and they're so not. There's such a different setup, but they get away with it. So that's annoying.
Well, listen, thanks for sharing that extra one with us and with the LinkedIn group as well. You've been a brilliant guest on both the main podcast and this one. And again, Ed, thanks for being a guest on the Phuket List podcast.
Awesome. Cheers, Nick.
Cheers, mate.